If you've just arrived to Portugal or you're packing your bags to get to Portugal, welcome and congratulations on getting your visas. Now, as an international student, before you get too comfortable, there are important things, about 8 to 10 important things I'll be mentioning in this video that you must do to help you settle properly and avoid legal, financial, or housing problems. And yes, there's a new AIMA update you need to know, which is the immigration update you need to know in Portugal. Now, this is the reason for this video. Let's get you started the smart way. Hey guys, welcome again to the channel. If you've not liked, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please do so, and let's get right into it. Now, you need your NIF, which is the very first thing. First things first, your NIF. This is the Portugal's tax identification number. Without this, you can't do anything in Portugal. This number would always be requested if you need to rent a house, get a phone number, or even open a bank account. This is the very first thing you need to get as soon as you arrive Portugal. Okay? Now, how do you get your NIF? To get your NIF, you go to the Finanças. That is what it's called in Portugal. This is the tax office. You go to the one closest to where you live. Type on Google, Finanças near me. Okay? Now, when you get there, you'll need a Portuguese resident with a residence permit to act as your fiscal representative. For example, what I mean is you need a guarantor. And the guarantor you should go with should be someone living legally in Portugal with a residence permit. Okay? Now, if you don't have a guarantor, you don't have to fret. Don't panic. Some Finanças offices will allow you to pay a fee instead if you don't have a guarantor. I don't know how much it is, but it is not like a huge sum of money. Okay? I can't give you the exact because again, every district will charge you differently. So I don't have specific amount, but just get that prepared while you arrive. Now, another tip I would provide you is you can always attend local student gatherings. So once you arrive, look for churches around that you can get to, connect with people to help you, to give you vital information. There are people that are always holding information. They don't tell you things. They would even charge you. So be careful of people asking you to pay 500 euro, 300 euro. So they will help you get your NIF and other numbers. Please don't do that. You can do all these things yourself using this particular video here. Okay. Now, step 2 would be getting your NISS. Your NISS is your Portuguese social security number. It is mandatory for you to get this one. If you plan to work or do internships legally in Portugal, this number is very important. Okay? Now, you have to go to the Segurança Social office in your district with your passport, visa, and your NIF. Now, that first NIF I mentioned, which is why it is the first thing you have to do. Okay? You go to the district. Again, you type on your Google search bar, Segurança Social near me. And then you should go to the one next to your district. Most times, these people will not want to attend to you if you go to one that is not where you intend to reside. Okay? So go to the one next to where you stay. And then you should go with your passport, visa, and your NIF. Then you tell them that you'd like to register for your NIS as a student. Thirdly, in fact, this number 3 is meant to be the very first one. But again, I'm going to leave it as my number 3. You have to purchase your monthly bus card. Now, transport in Portugal is good, but the cost can sneak up on you if you're not prepared. The cost, it is very expensive. Imagine you're going on a trip and you don't really know, you're not familiar with places. You have to always use Google Maps. So imagine you make a mistake going through the wrong side of the metro and then you come out through the wrong side. You have to pay another money. One trip might cost you €1.30 or €1.50, and then you get off and then you take another one. Imagine a to and fro trip costing you about €10 for just one location that you need to go. So it is better for you to purchase your monthly metro and your bus pass right away as soon as you arrive Portugal. It is usually around €30 to €40. €30 to 40, it depends on your city again. So in Lisbon, it is €40. This one will cover you through Sintra, across the river, in Lisbon, and the whole of Lisbon district. Okay, if you're under 23 and a student, there's usually a discount. I also benefited from this one too. So you might qualify for a discount. You might, don't quote me wrong, or don't get me wrong, you might get a discount if you're under 23. So check with your city's transport office or the university around. Okay, And another thing I would like to say is for this bus card, you have to pay before you get the card. For example, you buy the card is usually about 9 to 12 euro. Okay, if you want to get it urgently, probably let's say in a few days, you can pay at least about 12 euro to get the card itself. You fill the form with your passport photograph, and then you submit it to any of these urgent office at the metro station to get the card. And then you would go back there to pick it up in a few days, according to them. And then once you pick up the card, just subscribe there, pay the 40 euro to subscribe per month. I'm talking about Lisbon specifically for Lisbon. I don't know how it works in other, but it's basically going to be the same thing as the other cities. Just walk to any of the metro or the bus stations and ask them that you'd like to, okay? And also get your Google Translator ready if you don't know how to speak Portuguese. Although you'll find people speak English, but please get your translator ready, okay? All right. Now, step 4 would be finding your accommodation. This is very important. Now you've gotten your bus card, you've gotten your NIF, you can move around with your bus card. You can go anywhere you want to go. It doesn't finish. The bus card is there until the end of the month, okay? From the month you purchased it, it takes you for that whole 30 days or 1 month. Now, start looking for accommodation. If you came in via Airbnb or temporary booking on booking.com, please look for a better accommodation. Okay? Use websites like Idealista. Idealista is, for me, it's much safer than these other ones. You can use Imo Virtual. You can use Spot a Home. Spot a Home is also good, but to be honest, sometimes most of these ones, you have to pay online without going, but it's better to use the websites that you can use, and then you go to the place to see the house before you pay, to be sure that you are paying for what you saw online, okay? Now, you can also check on OLX or Facebook groups, but beware of scams. Make sure to sign a contract and ask your landlord for a rental declaration. Most times, they won't give you a rental declaration, but if they give you a contract, a house contract, that's very good. It's okay, but make sure it is very important. I will tell you why you need a house contract towards the end. Step 5, you need to register your address, okay? You need to register your house address where you would have gotten. Now, this is where many people make mistakes. You need to prove your address for your residence permit process. That is why you don't have much time. All this will take you time. Depends on the district where you are staying, okay? Now, you have to go to your local Junta de Freguesia and request for an atestado de residencia, which is called the proof of address. Now, for the AIMA update I mentioned initially, you now need both your Junta document and the rental contract, or a written statement from your landlord proving that you live there. Don't go to your appointment without this. Another AIMA update is that whenever you're going for your appointment at AIMA for your biometrics to get your residence card, you need to go with all of your documents. If you don't know what the documents are, let me know in the comments. I'll make a video for that specifically so that this one will not be too long. And then check on the website as well, on AIMA website, living in Portugal. Print out everything, check everything you need to know, ask questions so you don't, because now, before, they would give you a falter. If you go with some documents that are not complete, they would send you an email to bring the required documents in 10 days. Now, it's not like that. If you don't go with all your documents now, they just abandon your process. You now start looking for appointment again, which will cost you money. You don't want to do this mistake. Okay? All right, then. Step 4 or step 6. I think step 6. Yes. So check your visa. Most of you that are international students, you must have gotten a visa with the biometric appointment on it. There's a link on your visa. Check that. Use the link provided in your visa email, or the visa itself, the on your passport. Enter your process number and the code to see your date and time. And then make sure you keep calendar and keep tabs. You don't want to miss the date and time. Check for the location and district where you see everything there. Make sure you go for your appointment on time. Okay? Now, step 7 or step 8, you will need a Portuguese bank account for receiving money. Very important. You can open Revolut, but Revolut will ask you for a residence permit. So if you don't have a residence permit, it might be hard to open Revolut. But then, there are banks you can open in Portuguese with your visa, okay, and your NIF. So if you've gotten your NIF and you have your passport, fine. You can open your Portuguese bank account. Most of the ones that are actually student-friendly is the Activo Bank. They don't cost you money, like they don't debit you. These other banks, Millennium and Novo Banco, they are good too, but that's if you have much money. But for a student that is just arriving, you don't want to spend money and all that, Activo is the best, okay? Now, step 8, right? You have to get your Portuguese SIM card. This is actually important because you would need a phone number to communicate, to call, and all of that. So you have to avoid buying SIM cards that are not worth it, okay? Get good SIM cards that are affordable for internet and calls. And then most times your houses would have Wi-Fi in there. Make sure to always ask. But then you also need internet on your mobile phone to always move around, to check Google and everything. So you can check with Nosh. Nosh is very good. Vodafone and Mio, check to buy these ones that are not very much expensive, so you can easily, save cost. Okay. All right, now step 9, very important as well. You need to register with the health center. Register with the Centro de Saúde. This is important. As a resident student or as an international student, you're eligible to register at a local health center. And then for you to do this, you have to take your passport, your visa, your NIF, and then your proof of address. Then once you get there, they'll give you the user number, which is called the Número do Utente. This allows you to access public health care. This is often free or very low cost if you need to carry out some specific test or any scans or whatever. Okay, now finally go to your school's academic service to get your student ID card. Very important. Ask if they have a student ID card, because your card will give you access to campus facilities. If you don't have your card, it's just like your bus card. If you don't have a bus card, you always have to pay. So your school student card is also what some school might require the student card to even mark your attendance. So you have to tap in to mark your attendance. If you don't tap in, you'll be marked absent. So if you don't also get the card, you might not even be able to access your class. You won't be able to get into the class. So make sure you go there, ask questions as well. If you don't know Portuguese, go with somebody who understands Portuguese, somebody who can explain things to you, who can help you walk around, try to connect with people. And there you go, guys. This is everything I'll be saying today on this video. If you have any questions, do well to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, ask your questions. I will do my best to answer them. Don't forget to join our membership. Okay? Don't forget to join our membership. This is how you can support this channel. If you've been liking our videos so far, please do so to share this one. Support the membership, join the membership, and everything in between. Okay? Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.